forest sector of Pakistan, its definition, importance, main features, issues, and the solution. This is the lecture. I am Professor Shakeel Abbasi. Date is 23rd April 2026 and time is 15 past 10 p.m. Dear viewers, this is lecture number 17 and this is one of the lectures which I have been giving on the topic socio-economic and political turmoil of Pakistan, and so far I have discussed first major sector of Pakistan's economy, and that is services sector and agriculture sector. Second one, largest sector of Pakistan's economy is under discussion, and today I am discussing one of the five subsectors of actually agriculture sector. Let us switch over to the topic, and before that I would like to request you to watch this video up to the end, because this is very useful for the students, teachers and general traders, and especially for the people of Pakistan. I hope that you would subscribe my channel as well. Dear viewers, first of all, let us define forest sector. There are a number of definitions, and I will focus upon two definitions. One is given by UNO organ, that is the FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization, and second one by Government of Pakistan, Farm Management, Pakistan Farm Management System. According to FAO definition, dense ecosystem sprawling over an area of 0.5 hectare with the height of the tree 2 to 5 meter and canopy cover 10%. What is the definition of Pakistan? Pakistan's definition is same with a slight difference, that Pakistan believes in the height of the tree should be greater than 2 meters. So this is a slight difference. It means that in forest we have vegetation, herbs, shrubs, trees, plants, all sort of these things, flora and fauna. This is the ecosystem actually. So what is the difference between forest and jungle? Jungle is a densely populated area where movement of the human being is too tough. Because there are tough layers of and tangled actually layers of shrubs, vegetation, etc. That the size of the tree is very high. Tallest tree we have like pine and the cal, etc. So such type of generally conifers for shortly. Forest is taken a set, then jungle is subset of the forest, and elements are these herbs, shrubs and trees, etc. Let us switch over to the next point, and that point is what is the importance of forest for Pakistan and rest of the world as well, because points are identical and similar, but I am mentioning the data regarding Pakistan. I am discussing this topic with special reference to Pakistan, and I am actually giving latest facts and figures which I have collected from Pakistan Bureau of Statistics and PIDE and different research papers of World Organization, World Bank, IMF, and here in the PRC, NARC, etc. Economic Survey of Pakistan. So anyhow, for the sake of brevity, because lecture becomes too lengthy, let us discuss what is the significance of forest for Pakistan. Forests are very important for Pakistan. Point number one, contribution in GDP is near about 0.3%, and no doubt it is very low. We will discuss in case of problems of forest. Anyhow, its contribution in GDP is 0.3%, and its contribution in agriculture sector as a subsector of agriculture sector is 2.13%. So this is the role or the significance of agriculture sector regarding this. Number two is the regarding provision of jobs. It provides jobs to 2.6 million of people, means almost 6 lakh people get jobs here. So this is a good job provider. Additionally, in case of 10 billion tree tsunami program initiated by PDI government in 2018 with an estimated cost of 125 billion rupees, almost 5.5 million people, additional people were engaged. So this is the contribution or the significance of this sector. Likewise, the share of this sector, that is the forest sector in our export, is no doubt nominal, but it is the significance or the importance of this sector. Our export size is $56.6 million against import of $175 million of import. So overall volume of trade is more than $200 million dollars. In rupees, it means that we are exporting our good more than worth of 1 billion rupees. So this is sufficient amount in rupees. Another importance of this sector is that is the provision of pure air to the living things, especially human being. Pure air is very important, especially in these days when in urban areas of Pakistan pollution is on rise, and we are seeing more and more cases of cataract, means eye disease, heart disease, skin cancers are being reported by the media. Forests are a blessing in disguise because it is stated that 10 to 100 trees per square meter, they purify the air equal to 1 ton AC. So this is the contribution of the forest, that they are the lungs of the earth. So at no cost they are doing this job. In case of AC or other air purifying devices, we have to pay huge bill, so there is no bill of the nature. Likewise, they provide us food and the fodder. Our dependencies regarding fuel, food and fodder is almost 90% on the forest. So this is the role of our forest sector. Another is that is the it controls actually heat and the humidity, and it has been estimated that increase in the forest, that is the afforestation, increases the precipitation recycle rate. As when it increases by 1%, it comes down by 0.3%. So there is close link between the afforestation and the hot and humid weather or the temperature. Temperature falls down as afforestation increases. Likewise, when afforestation increases, moisture actually increases, so rainfall increases in that area. So these are good sign. As a result, we have more forest. More forest means more rainfall and more purified air, and less cases of disease, etc. Are reported. This is the significance or the importance of our forest. Another importance is that so many other sectors dependency on forest is very high, whether it is construction sector, whether it is our transportation sector. In case of boats and ships, and we have to rely upon the forest. Dependency of other sector is very high. So many industrial units depend upon this forest sector. Likewise, this is a source of revenue for the government. We charge tax on the timbers and on different value additions of the wood we have. In case of our furniture industry, we pay the taxes. So how much taxes this sector pays, data is not available, but this sector is paying taxes to the government. So this is another importance of this sector. Not only this, in case it has the medicinal value. So many natural medicines are extracted from these forests in the form of different weeds. They have the medicinal value. So many plants we have in the case of forest, and which are transported to the urban area, and then they are used in the medicines, and in this way they help us to control different diseases and different ailments. Regarding importance, let me quote here that for the year 2024-25, growth rate of forest demand 3%, which is very high as compared to other subsectors of agriculture sector. The growth rate of crops remained negative by minus 16% or minus 6%. It means that there have been negative growth rate of forest sector. The growth rate of agriculture sector, which remained very nominal, that is 0.5%, could have been negative by a greater margin. So this is the contribution of forest sector, that it is supported our agriculture sector to such an extent that it showed positive growth rate for the year 2024-25. So it played a supplementary in role and a positive role. Now let us discuss main features of our forest sector. Main feature number one is that total area of forest is 4.1 million hectare. Then in terms of percentages, it is 4.68% of total area. What is the demand of the wood and the supply of the wood? Supply is 69 million cubic meter and demand is 52.6 million cubic meter. So there is a huge gap between this and regarding demand, and 71% is for the fuel and 30% is for timber, means the wood which is used in our construction sector. 85% wood is provided by public sector. So this is the distribution. Other distribution of the forest is that in case of AJK, share is 37% and KPK is 20%. Now the position is that out of total forest, share of public sector forest is 85%, but in case of supply of the wood to the people, it is actually private sector which provides 80%, which actually meets 80% demand of the people. So this is the position, and I have discussed the energy dimension, that it is meeting 71% demand of the people. And regarding this afforestation movement, we have the historical movement in Pakistan launched by PTI government in 2018, which is known as 10 billion tree tsunami program. Now it has been renamed as UGPP Upscaling Green Pakistan program. And this program was initially initiated in 2018 with a budget of 125 billion for 4 years, and by the end of 2022, government succeeded in, according to one estimator, planting almost 3 billion trees, and according to another estimated, the plantation was not more than 1 million. Anyhow, whatever is the position, these are the actually features, but this program has been appreciated by the rest of the world as well, like IUCN, WWF and World Bank as well. And deforestation rate in Pakistan is very high. It is more than 0.5%, and every year, according to one estimate, 11,000 hectare of land is subject to deforestation, and according to another estimate, 43,000 hectare land is subject to deforestation. So these are main features. The next part, and that part is very important, what are the problems being faced by this sector, that is the forest sector, and what are the solutions. Side by side we discuss. Regarding man features, let me clear here that in forest area we don't include fruit bearing trees, orchards, then parks, and the agriculture crops. So these are excluded. Regarding features, we classify forest of Pakistan on the basis of climate, on the basis of altitude, on the basis of nature of the trees and the plants, etc. On the basis of location as well. So this is hectic topic. Shortly, I would like to discuss main features. It includes coniferous. Means 40% coniferous forest means where the seeds of the plant are embedded in a cone part of the tree rather than in flower. So this is here is 40%, and generally in northern area and Azad Kashmir, Murray, and this area we have such type of trees, pine and cal, etc. These are coniferous trees. Then we have moist trees where moisture is very high, especially these trees are evergreen. Then we have the pine trees in subtropical area. Anyhow, then we have the scrubs. In case of scrubs, they grow at foothills, and share is 28%. Then we have the tropical thorny like kikar, etc. Share is 35%. Then we have the irrigated plantation, which is 5% of the total forest. Irrigated plantation like Shanga and Maga, etc. Then we have the riverine, which is 7% of the Bela forest. We can call the area falling between two rivers. These are the river. Then we have the mangroves. They are the bushes and the thorny type. They grow along Balochistan coastal and the different rivers, especially industrial rivers. Then we have the farm forest, which provide 84% of the land. Share is in total forest area is 11%. So this is another classification is alpine forest, which grow at an altitude of 1,000 to 4,000 meter. Deer, Swat, and sorry, Gilgit, Baltistan, etc. GB area. These are the alpine trees. So anyhow, shortly I'm going to. This is the race against time. Don't mind. I'm actually sharing maximum information with minimum time. Anyhow, next point number 1 is, as we know that our forest area is very low. It is almost 4.68% of the total area. We have to increase it because world is of the view that it should be at least 20 to 25% of total area. To reach up to that point, we have to frame out a policy focusing at afforestation and reducing the deforestation. So in this way we can achieve this target, but this is not overnight phenomena. We have to make rational policies program, and we can copy our own program, and that is the 10 billion trees tsunami program of the PTI government. Now its name has been changed as upscaling Green Pakistan program. Anyhow, whatever is the name, man is regarding afforestation, we have to create the awareness among the people that trees are very important, are inevitable for our good life or the quality life. We have to engage them. We have to engage the students of different institutions. We have to engage the personnel of different department and the army. But we should not only focus on that tree plantation, rather to save the tree. And regarding this, we have to put a ban on the grazing, put a ban on the illegal harvesting of the trees, because there is great pressure on the forest, because 70% wood is used as a fuel in Pakistan. For this, we have to provide alternatives to the people like gas, solar energy, etc. to the people. So dependency on this fuel is reduced. So in this way, we would be able to increase our forest area. Likewise, eruption of fire, which is a regular feature. Biannually, actually, this happens. This should be controls regarding this. Modern equipment to be provided to the forest department employees. Early warning system, then the helicopters service in case of eruption of fire, and then fighters, engagement of fighters, and then the local strategy to control how to, and types of tree plantation which does not catch fire earlier. So these are the steps, and then in case of these are the steps to control the deforestation, which is very high in case of Pakistan, as I have discussed, that 43,000 hectares per annum. This is the size of deforestation in Pakistan, and if these steps are taken, then deforestation comes down, and in case tree plantation and its safety is maintained, then the gap will reduce, and ultimately after 20 or 40 years we would be able to increase our area equal to this, that is 20 to 25%, and then we would be able to export our timber, our wood, like China and like Sweden and like Vietnam and like Canada to the rest of the country. So this needs national program. And anyhow, next one is deforestation. Deforestation, as I gave expand, is deforestation. This is the biggest one challenge. Every year deforestation is 11,000 hectare, and another estimate is of 43,000 hectare. Anyhow, its rate is 0.5%. This is very high. So what are the reasons? We have to control those reasons. Deforestation, main reason is breaking out of the fire biannually. If we control that, we can overcome this loss, that is the deforestation. For this, we need early warning system, watchtowers, proper training of the forest employees, engagement of the people, as during British Raj, local people were engaged to fight the fire. Then planting of the trees which are less prone to catch the fire, then processing of the different compost in that area, or engagement of the community or community management. Forest should be engaged, and then plantation or fruit bearing trees in these forests. Evergreen trees in some areas can be strategy, and then construction of the water ponds over there, then construction of the road, because there is no easy access in the jungle, especially in the jungles. So easy access should be made, as it used to be in case of British Raj. Footpaths were constructed over there, and access used to be very easy. And now in modern era, we are short in resources. But forest department has a lot of resources. Even trees can be actually cut and can be sold, and extra revenues can be generated in the short run. And hardly 1% of the total trees can be utilized for this purpose, that to finance this project. Everything is possible. So deforestation can be controlled, and regarding this tough actually rules and regulations should be made. If somebody setting the jungle or the forest on fire is caught, it should be punished severely. Severe punishment should be given. Draconian punishment you should be made an example. There should be fear of the government. So rate of the government should be improved. Likewise, illegal harvestation of the tree should be controlled. Now government has controlled, and according to one research, every year for 5 million cubic meter of wood is actually illegally harvested in Pakistan. Its worth is in billion of rupees. So if this is controlled, this needs actually better vigilance of the forest department, secret service system, early warning system. Then we have the camera, IT control actually forests, etc. So then giving more powers to the forest employees as well. And what is more important, pay structure of the forest employee should be enviable. So this should be increased. Next point is gap between demand and supply. There is great pressure. It has been estimated that demand for wood in Pakistan is 69 million cubic feet as compared supply of 52.6 million cubic feet. And because of this great gap, we have, on the one hand, we have to import more wood from rest of the country, that is equal to 175 billion. It means that every year deficit in case of import and export of wood is near about $1.5 billion. In rupees, this amount becomes near about 3 billion rupees. So this is the loss which we have to bear. It should be reversed. So how with this, afforestation should be improved and deforestation, as I have discussed the steps, and alternative actually resources should be exploited, as we see in case of rest of the world. They have invented alternative resources or alternative of the wood, like fiber, etc. So we should move towards this fiber and the PVC, etc. New ways of construction, new technique of construction, so that consumption of wood should be minimized. In case of furniture, we have new material which is used in furniture industry, in automobile industry, but here we were still using wood in case of boat and the ships and our construction. We have extensive use of the wood. So alternative. Corruption is actually main factor, as I have discussed. Main reason of deforestation and shortage of the forest, etc., and illegal harvesting of the tree actually is because of actually corruption. It has been reported by Accountant General of Pakistan that in case of billion tree tsunami program, corruption equal to $5 billion has been made. So this is the story of recent past. It was a good program, but factor of corruption actually undermines the significance or the importance of this program. No doubt it provided the jobs, no doubt fruit bearing 10% fruit bearing plants were engaged, tourism improved, but this corruption. Dear viewers, here I am going to end my lecture and take the permission, and before that let me share with you that this lecture has been divided into two parts. You have listened part 1, and onward you have to listen part 2 of this lecture, and we are discussing actually problems of forest sector of Pakistan and its solution. Let us view the remaining part of this lecture in part 2. Lecture number 17, and the topic is forest sector of Pakistan. Thank you very much for viewing this. Once again, I request you to subscribe my channel. Khuda Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.